A father's tears fall like the rain. A mother's cries locked in pain. No gavel should steal what love has made. This war at home needs a barricade. We fight for hearts we won't forsake. No more lives for the system to break. Stand as one, make parenting great. Together we'll rewrite fate. The family fire keeps us alive, but cold hands threaten what should thrive. Shadows creep where justice should glow. It's time to end this silent woe. Paper lies bear the weight of loss, but souls aren't sold, there's no cost. Hold the line, don't break or bend. This battle we'll defend. We fight for hearts we won't forsake. No more lives for the system to break. Stand as one, make parenting great. Together we'll rewrite fate. Stop the greed and close the door. No more games, no keeping score. Chains of love should not be pried. No more tears where victims reside. Stop the greed and close the door. No more games, no keeping score. Chains of love should not be pried. No more tears where victims reside.
In the United States, CPS makes upwards of $3 billion per day on trafficking and selling our children. The corruption may start with the caseworker, but goes through the judicial system, passing the governor through the Senate and into the White House. The entire system has a hand in the business known as CPS.
Our children are stolen every minute of a 24-hour day. They are being robbed of their innocence, their trust, their happiness. As parents, we are isolated and betrayed by a government we trust. States are balancing budgets on kids' lives. Only 12% of the kids taken will be reunified. Title IV funding is being riveted with fraud.
We need to stop CPS and abolish CPS.com is leading the way. Join us.
All right, what's up, everybody? This is CPS Punisher. It is Monday night, right? Yeah, Monday night. Yes, it is. It's Monday night here at CPS Victims Fighting Justice, the CBS breaking news. We got the chat right here on the right. Brenda, you need a link? We'll send you one right now. Guess you got something to say to us, so come on in. Some things happened over the weekend, guys. We'll get to those points here shortly, just here in a few. Let's bring Vinny out here, see what Vinny's got to say. It's Happy St. Patty's Day, everybody. Make sure if you eat too much corned beef, you get a designated eater. This stuff's actually we didn't have it.
Well, yeah, you gotta eat your corned beef, brother. You gotta have that corned
I
beef.
know. Well, Gunner was earlier. He's like, "That's not a Gunner. This is not Gunner either. That's not no traditional Irish dinner. I'm Irish myself." I'm like, "You sound like a Southerner, dude. That's not how an Irishman sounds." He's like, "I'm gonna tell you right now." Oh man,
My dad made himself a fat Reuben.
yeah, that's it right there, man. I wonder where the Reuben came from.
I don't know, but yeah.
I mean, that's a sandwich that goes year round,
I sent you a TikTok link. See if you can play that, because if you can, this is something that we need to get out to everyone.
All right, I'll do that. Let me get you want to send Brenda a link?
I can do that.
You got your green hat on, Vinny? You got your green light on? You got the green going? I got some green going in my ceiling.
Yes, sir.
All right. Where did you send that video to, bud? To my
Facebook.
All right. Herbert, why is Herbert never in here anymore? Herbert's never at work.
I don't know.
Quit.
Well, what the heck? You like don't join us anymore? We're not good enough?
Yeah. You can sit there and look at us through the phone, bud. Here, we'll do it. Let me see here. Hold on a minute. Where the hell is it?
What's going on, Herbert? How come you ain't in here, Herbert?
Yeah, no, we don't get to see Herbert Everett anymore. Slowly trying to phase himself out, I guess.
Something.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Herbert, police procedure expert. That's the man. Need to know something about the police. This is the man right here. He has 20.
Brenda, I'm sending you the link on Messenger.
He got 25 plus years on this service, serving for the New York police departments in different capacities, doing all kinds of other things. Herbert, he knows what's up. No doubt about that. So he's here.
Herbert is the
Yeah,
man.
he's here in spirit. So, and on the other side of the watch. So we got you, Herbert.
Yep, we definitely do.
What the hell was I doing? Oh yeah, he was gonna.
So guys, I did learn that Darren was right. That when you do your private property, no trespassing, they have to be 10 to 15 away from each other.
Thank you.
And they have to go on the outside, all around the borders of your house.
That's right. And if you don't do that, then the areas that are not marked are no longer private property.
Right.
So they can sneak around to the side of your property, because people think that just because you put a no trespassing sign on the front of your house, that means no one can come there. It don't mean shit. It means that you have a no trespassing sign on your house that's falling off. That's all that means.
Yeah.
So make sure you guys look into your local codes and all of that stuff, and make sure that you do it right.
Oh, there's a lot of background noise, Herbert. That's all right. You're here though. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Well, go to a different room, brother. You don't have to be in the TV room. That's the only reason it's loud.
But yeah, if you can get that link to play, Darren, I think.
Yeah, I'm working on it right now. Did you get Did you get Brenda in here?
Yeah, I sent it to Brenda already.
Bring back Brenda, Vinny.
Yeah, I know. I'm waiting to see her pop in.
All right. So Brenda's got the link, and I'm looking for this thing here from Vinny. Hey, Vinny, I'm getting a lot of grief that when I'm looking stuff up and it's too quiet. So we got to make sure when I'm looking things up and I can't pay attention, that we got to talk it up.
Absolutely. I was just looking down to make sure that anyone didn't say anything.
Right.
Gunner said that he'll be in shortly. He was wrapping some stuff up.
Oh, right.
Oh,
I can play it.
there's
All
Miss
right.
Brenda. Now we're just waiting for her camera to
So I
show
can
up.
play this. So let's play it. Here it comes.
All right. Let's do it up.
Here it comes. Very nice piano music. Whoa, is that true?
I've been hearing that all day, so I'm starting to wonder.
Have we looked it up?
I have not.
All right. We had to go through all that to play the link, Vinny. You couldn't have just told me. Oh, you just wanted the.
Yeah, you got to have the effect
Right.
a little bit.
I got you now. It's very engulfing. So let's figure it out, Vinny. Let's go down that rabbit hole, man. DOJ announced that these judges are unconstitutional. Let's find it. Let's prove it right or wrong, man.
Yeah.
If any of you guys out there that are watching this, if you guys have any articles or anything that you can lead us in the direction of telling us whether this is a true statement or not, we really appreciate that. Help us out. But we'll go down this wormhole and let's find out if this is in fact true that these judges are not constitutional. I mean, we know what people say, right? We know what everybody follows and their whole conspiracy thing and all of that. We know all of that stuff. But if that is in fact true, that means a lot. That means a lot. Let's see.
I missed it. What did
it say? Brenda?
Oh, wait a minute.
Brenda, you didn't hear what that thing said? It said that the DOJ has deemed these judges unconstitutional. What do you got, Vinny?
Today, the Department of Justice determined that multi-layers of removal restrictions shielding administrative law judges, ALJs, are unconstitutional.
Whoa! ALJ.
Elected and constitutional accountability, ALJs have exercised immense power for far too long. In accordance with the Supreme Court proceeding, the department is restoring constitutional accountability so that executive branches officials answer to the president and to the people.
Yeah.
And that is straight from the Department of Justice.
Oh, so check this out. Now I'm looking at this. U.S. declares administrative law judges removal rules. Have you seen this stuff?
No.
So it says the U.S. Justice Department has determined that multiple. Yeah, that's what you just read, right? Shielding administrative law judges are unconstitutional. Okay, so that's not today though. That's from the 21st. And then on the 20th, Trump DOJ claims barriers to removing administrative judges. Then they went to the U.S. Justice. Where is it? I just saw it. The U.S. Department of Justice has concluded the multiple layers of removal restriction for administrative law judges are unconstitutional. Okay. Okay, so there's something that means so the most current. So they can't just remove them though, but this is what they're talking about. The DOJ's determination that the removal restrictions for administrative law judges are unconstitutional and that the DOJ no longer intends to defend them. Wow.
Right. Yeah. Right here it says Trump DOJ claims barriers to removing administrative law judges are unconstitutional. The U.S. Department of Justice, DOJ, said Thursday that legal barriers making it hard for a president to remove administrative law judges are unconstitutional. This following a pattern from presidential Donald Trump's administration to try to remove executive branch officials who are supposed to be protected by partisan influence. Yeah, there's a whole thing on it. Neglect of duties. Here it is. MSPB members are appointed by a president and confirmed by the Senate to serve 7-year terms. A president can remove them, but only for infancy, neglect of duties, or maleficence in office.
I don't know what you just said there, Vinny, but check this one out.
I was trying to read it. I got tongue-tied.
There,
it is St. Patrick's Day, so of course I'm wearing my green, and I had my green.
Yes, you Vinny people had some green. Why are you so little?
I don't know.
Oh, here we go. Here.
Oh, there's Brenda. Hold on, Brenda. I didn't see you pop back up there.
I think it's been kicking me out. Like I missed the whole beginning of the show because it keeps kicking me out. It's weird, and I couldn't even get it up on my other messenger or whatever. I was like, I'm here now.
Get out, Vinny.
I wonder if this is why the attorneys are starting to run.
Must be, huh? Something's going on.
Anybody here can testify.
U.S. Department of Justice.
Who opened your prison doors?
Family court judges and CPS operate with no accountability. Just like ALJs, many family court judges and CPS workers have legal protections that make it impossible to remove them, even when they violate parents' rights or fail to protect children. Judicial immunity and secrecy. Many judges make bias. Blah blah blah. I can't get it back. Too fast for me to read. Make it easier to remove biased judges who prioritize the system over children and parents. Stop family court corruption and CPS overreach. Contact your state legislature to demand investigation into family courts. We do that. Share this post to spread awareness. We didn't do that. Tag lawmakers and activists. Comment if you experience judicial bias or CPS corruption in family court. Sure did. And what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and check out our website, or check out our Facebook, our YouTube here. www.youtube. Wow, this is really big news, Benny. Brenda, are you hearing this stuff?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I missed the whole beginning because they kept throwing me back out of the damn thing. I don't even know what's happening.
Well,
I got mine just stuck in my head. Look at this. There you go. I'm hooked up, guys.
Here it is, everybody. This is Brenda from Bringing Back Brenda. She's here now. We brought Brenda back.
I got my pack. I've gone to they have Zoom control.
Yeah, have you been eating a lot of corned beef today, Brenda?
I wish I had some corned beef up in here because that's what we do on St. Patrick's Day. You have some beer and some corned beef. Come on, and some horseradish on that.
Yes, horseradish is definitely a key.
Come on back.
God, I can taste it in my mouth, but I don't have
hey, that's what I want to say. This is mine and Chris's anniversary of when we started going together 45 years ago. Hello.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Brenda, you've been with Chris as long as I've been alive.
45 years. Oh,
right.
Well, I'm 2 years older. 2 years older than you and Chris have been together.
You were a young pup, huh?
Well, we met when we were 14 and 15, so.
Oh, wow. You don't hear that shit anymore.
No.
You don't hear that at all. That's congratulations.
Well,
What'd you guys do?
That's a big congratulations, Brenda. Tell Chris that we send our love.
Okay,
when you
yeah,
talk to him.
I talked to him earlier. He had more stories than I did today. He had some nut in his room, and then apparently finally got that nut out of there because he was threatening Chris, and then on his way out he pissed all over his bedding. So Chris is gonna be sleeping out without bedding tonight, I think, but at least
no.
he won't be getting any death threats.
Well,
So
I would have thought tonight
God
felt like,
knows. It's just like, Lord help us all.
yeah. Yeah. Wow. So so Brenda, they're saying that all of this is illegal. These ALJ judges are all illegal. That's what they're talking about. Of course, this seems like it's a little bit old news, Vinny. This is back in February. We're seeing this stuff happening.
Yeah, Pam Bondi put something out. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what we're hoping. Like I've been talking to this federal judge and stuff, or not judge, I mean attorney that wants to take down these judges. She's saying, yes, of course, well, they're breaking the 14th Amendment, and that would be a great idea to get a hold of this Pam Bondi. I mean, she didn't do crap for me when I was living in Florida for all those years, but maybe she could change the tune.
Do you know I have the official one from Pam Bondi saying that?
Oh,
I have that document.
oh good.
Which document's that, Vinny?
Oh, about the administrative law judges, the ALJs. I have the original.
You mean like from her?
That she put out? Yeah, oh yeah.
What does it say?
So, what is the difference between an administrative law judge and
Brenda,
defense?
Don't start this, Brenda.
Don't
start this conversation. This is how arguments happen.
God, can I ask a
So,
question? I thought this was an informative show.
Can anybody out there teach Brenda what the difference between the administrative law judges?
Send me an email, please. Okay, I'll just Google it later. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for nothing.
So supposedly these administrative law judges are fake. They're not real judges. They haven't had these real judges since 1800 something because of some act, and like there's been a debate about it. I've been on both sides of the fence with this debate. I just want the truth to be known. Like, are they real judges or aren't they? Like, what is it? Because if they're not real judges and they've been ruling illegally, well, guess what? I believe that that's a huge void ab initio. I think that if these AL judges are operating without authority, like we say that they are, and like people think that they are,
right here, I just found it.
To buy, right? Like none of these court cases should matter.
Right here, pursuant to 28 USC 530D, I'm writing to advise you that the Department of Justice had concluded that multiple layers of removal restrictions for administrative law judges, ALJs, in 5 USC 1202D and 752A violate the Constitution. The Constitution. That the department will no longer defend them in court, and the department has taken that position in ongoing litigation. See 21125 letter, and it gives a docket number.
Yeah, so
23-2376 Third Circuit.
All right, so that says that.
Hello to Teets, 1989. Hello, thank you for joining.
Ray G's in the house.
Luann has a comment saying, Vinny, you can talk without your mouth full. Thank you.
There's Vinny's mouth.
Wow. That's my mom.
I mean, I think this was all based on when this was going on for the what is it?
When they were running into issues with the ALJs.
Right. Well, they were doing that because of the Trump issues.
Yep. And then they made an official ruling on it. That's big, guys.
Yeah, so did they rule on it? What was the final ruling?
The same thing that we've all been seeing, that the ALJs can be they're unconstitutional.
So if they're unconstitutional, then they shouldn't be in the courts, right?
Right. So everything is void ab initio. And that's what everyone on TikTok has been talking about. My mom's seen it. Quite a few other of us have seen it. They're all even on Facebook, they're all talking about void ab initio.
Hey, I want you and Brenda too, who started talking about void ab initio long before anybody.
Darren.
Okay, yes, Mr. Wonderful.
No, it's not Mr. Wonderful, but if people would listen to me over a year ago, we probably might not be in this position, right?
Exactly.
Right.
I can go to the Vincent Davis episode where I dropped it. It was when I was with Vincent Davis. It's been longer than that. When I dropped that on there, and he was like, no, Darren, nope, you're wrong. I'm going to break that up.
So this is funny because I wanted to read this to you guys. And this comes from what the executive order that we did on the show yesterday, and I put it into a motion form to see what it would say. And it said, under executive order, I bring the court's attention Executive Order 13818 and 13909, which addresses issues related to this court and their orders. Under common law, this court has no jurisdiction in family matters or parental rights. These orders underscore the importance of protecting individuals from unlawful actions and ensuring the due process is upheld. That's what it translated it as.
I don't even still know it. Okay, do you get it, Brenda?
Yes.
What did it say? What did it mean?
Sorry, I was just saying that. I'm sorry. I was like,
it means that
what's it supposed to mean? What is it supposed to mean?
It means that the ALJs under common law have no jurisdiction.
Well, then here's the thing: we're not in common law, so
no, we're in admiralty, which means they have no jurisdiction because of common law. They can't. They're not common law. Common law is constitutional.
Admiralty courts,
right?
So then they do have jurisdiction, right?
They do not, because only common law has jurisdiction, which is the supreme law of the land.
Let's see here. Does common law affect family court? Let's find out here. Let's look that up. If you guys have any information,
looked it up. Sam said she looked it up this morning when I was talking to her, and it told her to use common law. That's why her chat GPT told her to use common law.
no common law marriage in Maine. Maine does not recognize common law marriage. There's no action equivalent to divorce.
But Maine is a common law state, so explain that one.
Yeah, right. Makes a lot of sense.
On the downside of common law marriage. Common law comes from court decisions.
Right, Queen. They can't. No, they can't. Everything that they've done in the Admiralty Court is now void. Every fucking last, even in the district court, void.
Well, regardless, it was like whatever they did to anybody that had their kids taken, it was without impartial tribunals, in violation of due process and the 14th Amendment. So,
Two attorneys in 2 days have signed off both these cases.
He should have come on in.
I got the motion early this morning from my criminal attorney saying he was done in my case.
So you're out of all your lawyers?
How about him? I haven't even heard from Richard at all. He's playing silent game right now.
Yeah,
That's what they
that probably
did to
makes
Chris. I mean, he went through, I think 4 or 5 attorneys on the dependency case.
Well, I think there comes a point where you gotta slow your roll there, bud. I know you think that they're scared and they're running, but they might just be. You might be doing damage control, my friend. You got lawyers jumping off ship here, and I know you're right, and I know you have every right to say what you want to say.
Oh
But
no,
there's
Richard.
also
I have no complaints with Richard because of the stuff that I've seen him do within my file. He's a fighting attorney, that guy, and he'll fight tooth and nail for what he believes. That is no doubt in my mind.
That's what you're told. You haven't seen him in the courtroom yet.
Right. I haven't been able to really see him work in the courtroom.
I mean, he could be a big, boob. But all I'm saying is this, Vinny, is just you want to control your anxiousness and everything a little bit. You want to reel it in, keep some of it inside so that they don't see your whole deck of cards, my brother. Because you know damn well that they're watching this.
Oh yeah, they're watching us.
Don't let them know.
They ain't gonna see my full hand when it's laid on the table. That's for sure.
Well, I mean, if they watch this show, I bet it's not that hard to put your hand together.
No, they ain't gonna be able to put my hand together.
I'm just saying. I mean, it can only go so many ways, and they do this professionally all the time.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're unscathed in this whole
I
topic.
mean,
Really?
Chris did, like during our case, Chris did not make any waves whatsoever. We showed up, we did exactly what they said. Look where we ended up that way. So,
No, I'm just saying, I'm not saying that he's wrong what he's doing. I'm not saying that
I know.
You want to just kind of reel it in.
Please, I hope they do see me on here.
Well, I mean, it's fine until they lock you up and they throw away the key, man. And then what? You can't do anything from there. They've already done it to you once. What can you do from inside a jail cell? Not really that much. You can't fight the case the way you're fighting it if you're inside of a jail. If they come and grab you and say that you've done this, you've broken your bail, which they can't, but nonetheless, because that has nothing to do with you not going to court. But, like if they decide to do that and throw that game down, even though you have the chance for the appeals and all that other stuff and the bail and all that, it's still time off of your situation that you're not going to be able to treat it as you are treating it now. So that's why I'm just saying, and your mom's worried about, them running over the property and everything. Like sometimes, you don't need to just take the fight into them and just don't let them see it coming. That's all. You do whatever you want, Benny. You do whatever you want, but I'm just saying I think sometimes it's a better fight, man. I know it's freedom of speech and everything, but it's just I'm looking out for you, my brother, because I know what they did to me. I thought that louthing off and all of that in my podcast, that's our daughter. I thought me getting more pissed off and pointing out more and more stuff that they were doing wrong and all of that was the better. But the more I did that, the more they arrested me, the more I got put in jail.
That's the thing. I haven't given any information about my specific case. I just said that,
Vinny, you might not think you do, but you give out quite a bit of information.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, man, just be look out for yourself, man. Just be careful in saying things. That's all. Because we can't have
we're dealing with sure evil. I mean,
beyond more than you understand or can comprehend at that rate. The evil that's really out there in the world is profound.
Yeah, the evil that this is definitely a spiritual warfare, no doubt about it. This is not just dealing with CPS and some crooked judges. This is actual full-on spiritual warfare on top of the fight that we have to have against these people.
Oh yeah, it's between good and evil. That is for sure. Yep. It definitely is spiritual warfare right now. That is what is really going on.
get this, guys. I don't know if I told y'all, but I was looking up the different judges because I'm, getting ready to, just name all the judges that were involved with the dependency case, whatever. Well, Judge Fina is the judge that actually did the sentencing on Chris, of course, from what Judge Johnson said. But apparently, Chris was sentenced on the 27th of January. 3 days later, Judge Fina retired.
Oh,
Isn't
isn't
that
that figure?
Yeah, they did that. Judge Mason did that to me in Charlotte County too. It was like right after. No, this was after. I was like trying to get early termination on my probation, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh yeah, he's not here anymore." I'm like, well, okay.
So on other news, I did read today that the Department of DHHS OCF said that Maine is definitely in violation of Title IX.
Okay, what's Title IX here? We find out. Let's find out what Title IX is for me.
No men and women's sports.
Okay, there we go. Good job. So you knew that right ahead of time. That's perfect.
Yep. And they pointed out that Greeley High School was one of the people, along with the administrative and the board,
That was given. That was what?
that are in violation.
A Star is Born.
Who is this? Gunner?
Hey guys.
Hey Gunner, I'm gonna play. I made you a new song.
Let me
Another new one or the one you played last night?
You just hold your horses, right? You just hold right the hell on. Gunner.
Oh, he's drinking his Irish whiskey or whatever over there.
Yeah, he's having some corned beef.
No. It's just been one of those days that the amount of stupidity is now entertaining, and with what I know and a few other things, it just adds to it. And it's coming through a lot of the darkness and things are getting ready to just change. But we've had so many going down this path, we've had so many hiccups, even from, which is why I'm doing pro se sue juris, is a lot of the attorneys we had to deal with, because our case is very complex. It's very in-depth and it's very layered. And most attorneys could not grasp what we were doing or what we were after. We got complimented on how well organized we were and everything, and it was categorized, and everything is just done a certain way. That we were just in that thing and say, listen, we just need some help here, where we've kind of a purview, and this is what we need. And everybody that realized what we were doing either just didn't call us back, didn't deal with us, or one of the ones that we ended up dealing with, it's just the constant amount of, oh my God, how the hell do you hold a license type thing with the stuff that is being done.
So
I'm amazed. That's all. It's just been entertaining today.
So I found the article. Let me read this to you. It says, Title IX was passed in 1972 to provide equal athletic opportunity and protections for girls. State House Republican leader Billy Bob Buckingham, it is a matter of scientific facts that biological males have a physical advantage over biological females. Governor Mills and Maine Principal Association and Greeley High School are discriminating against Maine girls on the basis of sex by allowing biological boys to diminish their athletic experience and invade their private spaces. They need to abandon this ignorant, inflammatory position and uphold Title IX protecting our girls.
Okay, English. Explain that one. Gunner, you got it?
Yeah.
Gunner.
Basic. Yeah.
Explain
Go
that.
ahead, play it. Let's spin it up, man.
Do it. No, I'm asking you to explain it.
Oh, explain. I thought you had the song
Explain
geared
what
up.
Vinny just said.
Oh, um,
No. Explain what Vinny
he's
said.
saying under Title IX. Now, are you saying that that this was already on the books, and it's just not being followed? In other words, they're saying
Oh yeah,
they've passed
they're
this, and you
still
were saying
doubling down against it. Yeah, oh yeah.
yeah. So basically, what they're doing, and this is what we're seeing even with CPS too, is the fact that they're following their own rules. They're not following case law and things that are established that they're supposed to. This is that whole we're going to do what we want to do, no matter what it says, even if it means not even following the Constitution. That's a violation of the statehood. That's a violation of the very state, your very own state's constitution, that you're supposed to abide by, and you took an oath to do that. And having a disapproach this, I'm just going to say this, and this is just me because I'm Gen X. You want to know what this all sounds like? A bunch of people that grew up when they were in high school, they got picked on and couldn't do the women's athletic sports for one reason or another, hated on the girls that took and did that or felt pretty, and got together with the weak guys that were their buddies, and they all grew up, and this is what they became, and they decided to have revenge on all the girls being feminine and or athletic, competing within themselves, making women feel better about themselves. Because why? Women are women's worst fucking enemy. It's not men that's the biggest the biggest predator against women. It's women. My wife will tell you that.
Brenda, do you agree?
Yeah, I just seen a funny show about that too. What was that funny show? Can't remember the name of it. They go back in time and they're trying to get this girl to do the bring to Congress for women to vote. And they were saying the exact same thing as Gunnar was saying, but they were like, it was a funny show. But it's true.
Here's the thing.
So
I can prove this with every woman, and this is why. Anybody that has a woman in their life, ask this same question.
I thought you were going to say in their basement.
No, here's the question. And Brenda, I want you to answer this too.
You mean I got to pay attention? Okay.
Hold on. What's the name of the girl in grade school that hurt your feelings so bad that you still remember her name and face right now as I'm talking, and you still haven't let it go, and it's burned in your memory forever?
I don't remember that girl's name, but there was one girl when I was riding my tricycle.
Hold on.
No, I'm right.
Here we go.
In school.
Come on.
I don't know.
See, Brenda has possibly evolved and forgave, which most don't. This is statistically proven. Ask a woman, ask your wives, guys, what's the name of the girl back in grade school that you still remember to this day that pulled your hair, put gum in your hair, or did something? And every single let's put it this way, 99 out of the 100 women would answer it to remember the person's name and even tell you the story and exactly how they felt, and still hold a grudge against that woman to that day. That girl, I still don't like.
She doesn't remember
because she took this or this or that, and it's it's possible she's evolved. Some have, but I'm telling you, a majority of those things, and a lot of people out there, even in our audience, we've asked that question, and most women, the look on their faces like they remember. I mean, it's like, because it's that whole part of we're not being able to heal. And and Brenda, I know that's a lot. You've been through a lot too. A lot of trauma and everything else that sometimes our trauma response, we shut those feelings.
But
off.
I was always like a chunky kid, and this is what I do remember is like they'd always I'd be the last one picked for the kickball or whatever. And then when I got, even though I was the last one kicked, I'd blow the park, blow it out of the park or whatever. And then all of a sudden people started picking me because they realized that I was actually good at that.
And we've all got those memories too. And I mean,
mostly what comes to mind is
my
sister, because my sister was, she's always like, ugh.
I can honestly admit, I was never part of the cool kids. I was part of the goth kids.
I wasn't cool till I got to middle school.
I was part of the goth outcast kids. We all sat
Uh-oh.
at the same table.
Wearing your black.
Yep.
But you know, a lot of those misnomers are even for guys. I remember growing up, man, when you had a trouble with a kid, another guy, man, you just fought it the hell out and you shook hands and you guys were actually friends from there on out.
You see my mom's reply?
What's that?
Look at my
The girl I remember, her name was Jill, and then when I got older, she got it. See, I'm telling you, man, people they don't want to come claim, but listen, you do that in person and you watch their face. I guarantee if you give them a minute and they're not currently just so stressed out that they can't respond, please keep that
my
in
mom's
mind.
a
But when
boomer
they
Gen
have the
X.
time and they're relaxed,
She borderlines on
yeah,
the Gen X side too. She's a boomer Gen X.
nice. So, I mean, but a lot of this comes down to psychology was supposed to be there to figure some of these problems out and actually help us and heal. And I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's the thing I don't get with CPS and it's they're not healing anything. You're ripping shit apart.
Yep.
I mean, are we not paying attention to that, let alone the national statistics? I mean, Darren can look up the national statistics right now and there's an annual report they put out every year on Department of Health and Human Services, Department of Children and Family Services Division puts out a report every year annually of how many cases they've had, how many cases are substantiated, how many cases are this or that, and all the aid that's all broke down annually on an annual report card. That's supposed to be part of their accountability. And the numbers are just staggering of the amount of family. And now they're having to come up. The reason that was pointed out too, that they're doing more harm than good. So they said, well, we just need more resources. We're not catching the real predators. So now they started pulling all this bullshit in court. And now they're shifting those numbers even on that scale over the years to where now it looks like, oh, we're catching more predators. No, you're not. You're framing fucking people for bullshit. You haven't got to get. You haven't even seen a court of law. There's no jury. I mean, any case, like for example, if you're in civil court and you have a classification they're trying to bring against you for a criminal, you have a right to a trial by jury. That changes everything. Is on that classification they're trying to go after you. Even in civil court, you have a right to a jury because it's a criminal civil classification, and they're not doing that.
Mulligan.
And it's disgusting.
Yeah, Jonathan says that CPS is mentally sick, but that's okay. That's kind of funny because it was a CPS worker that were saying that me and my husband were mentally ill. Now they don't have any. Well, for some reason I lost everybody. Can you all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we can hear
All right. I think it was Gunnar that I lost. Oh, okay. But in any case, yeah, it's just like, how are they given some, they're not any type of doctor or counselor or anything, and they are pretty much putting it on in all my notes or whatever, all their petitions, it says the parents are mentally ill.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, where's the proof?
That's practicing medicine without a license.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
That's exactly what that is. And the state is looking the other way. Well, they're specially trained for this. You have to be, that's all part of case law too. You can't do these in-betweeners anymore. They have to go away. You have to bring in professionals. Same way with, a lot of other things, you'll have the person that will do, on some cases I've heard that the forensic interviewer will come and take a stand and say, yes, everything was true and this and that, and even start that question on some of the other things that are there. Shit, that person has no firsthand experience. There's no, well, this is what they told me. No, this is what you extracted out of them. There's a big difference between somebody coming to you and telling you things, and you don't have to fill in the blanks. You just ask questions as you go along. Hey, could you describe that a little bit more? When they say that, these are all leading questions. I mean, if you guys have ever seen them, every bit of them is a fucking leading question. If something's going on, you would open a conversation and say, hey, we heard that this happened. We'd like to know more about it, and go from there. But that's not the structure it is, and they're trained that way, and they look at it as we've done it evidentiary. That person can't even be in there. I mean, so much that's being uncovered of what's not supposed to be in these courtrooms been doing and not been doing for over 30 years. Has that affected 1, 2, 3 that it's touched? I mean, and it's generational. Once you're in that system, man, they go after you, your family, your kids, your grandkids. You're in there. They got you, and they're tracking you.
Yeah,
Every
and that's the
bit of
thing
it.
is that's why my oldest two have distanced themselves from the rest of the family because they don't want to because I have a grandson who I never met because they're too afraid to have contact with us because of all the stuff that happened. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. Yeah. So it's almost like I really, out of all my family, I have 5 kids. I've only have contact with one of my kids now. Yeah.
We lose Darren.
No, I had to take care of
Yeah,
something else.
most
Right here.
of
But you know what?
Louise
It's like you
was
catch CPS, right? Like you caught CPS, and it's gonna be handed off to somebody else. You're like, oh, get away from me! I'm gonna catch the CPS. You know what I mean? Like everybody just abandons you, even your family.
Yeah.
You know, they don't want to come
Yeah.
around you because like you caught CPS.
I have a feeling we're gonna see Mr. Clinton in jail.
And they've been saying that. Well, there's laws that prevent other presidents from going to jail. They can talk about this all they want. They can't just take a president to jail.
No, you've got to uncover some really
I don't even think
treasonous. Yeah, even then it's
right.
Yeah,
They're not gonna. You do something like that. There's a reason why Donald Trump isn't. His stuff's washing up now. Whether you like it or not, it's fair or whatever. Doesn't matter. There's a reason because you can't put that type of stigma on that office of the president of the United States of America. Can you imagine what would go down if you put a president in prison? Like how that would look. All the other countries would be laughing at us. Brenda, you have a very nice picture, by the way.
What picture? Right now?
Yeah.
My God, because I got these things on my head. I told you this is what I got this thing on.
Why? Oh, what is that?
I got EEG is going to be on for 3 days, so they're checking. They're trying to figure out why I have those episodes of passing out. So yeah, we got this and this and this.
Hopefully they don't find anything.
Hmm.
Said hopefully they don't find anything.
I was almost, yeah. Well, they usually don't. I've had all kinds of tests. They never find anything. And what we're figuring out, it all leads to the stress and the post-traumatic stress disorder and everything we've been through since the kids were taken, because I never had this before that. I never had it before 2019. And that's after I saw my daughter in that abusive foster placement. And that's when I started having these episodes passing out. Yeah, I got like 9 staples in my head, because I freaking land on the concrete floor. So, yeah.
Johns Hopkins University has put out a statement saying that broken heart syndrome is a real deal. That's a real thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's what me and Chris been talking about too. And even by separating like me and him, like they've done now, I mean, that's even like more heartbreaking. That's why I can't figure out, why is this judge thinking, oh, well, she doesn't even thinking about the fact that, oh, she is so afraid that she's got to lock up my husband for 15 years because she can't live her normal life in fear. Well, what did she think? She's not even considering the fact that you're taking away the only thing I have left now, because you already took my kids away,
Yeah, that is pretty awful. I think about that. I think about that a lot in these cases, unless it's something that these people have done that have like actually physically abused this child. Whatever they did.
You mean committed an actual crime that's an arrestable offense?
Correct. But whatever they did that brought them into that situation should be just wiped away. Like, forget about it. You took their child, you put them to death. Because that is, this is the civil way of the death penalty.
So I want to share this with you guys because I think I need to share this with you guys, but I thought Lynn sent me this today.
Picture of a
Oh.
frog. Oh wow, nice.
And she's wearing green. Okay. That's very cute.
That's my little girl.
That's the little one, or is that the older one?
That's the 4-year-old.
She looks
Almost
like
5. She'll be 5 this month.
Oh wow. Oh god. All right. Sorry about that. So yeah, that's good. So Amy says administrative law is the body of law that governs the actions of administrative agencies, which are entities within the executive branch of government. Common law is a system of law based on court decisions and precedents, rather than written codes or statutes.
Yep.
Very
Yeah,
good.
that's Naylor. You're pretty smart with that information.
Naylor, you nailed it.
Yep.
I put
The
that
only
in.
time-
I keep
That's
forgetting
the man
that
that-
Naylor all the time.
that's
I'm
the
like,
man-
it
That's
fools
the
me
man
every
that
time.
knows his shit, Darren. You and him should get together and talk, because between the two of you and then me and Gunner, that's a powerhouse fucking team between all four.
And you too, Brenda.
Yeah.
Oh, see, Brenda, you hurt my
Hey, Brenda's got her own side thing going on. So I mean, you know, Brenda's powerhousing through a lot of stuff on her own with what she's doing, and she's making headway herself. So I gotta give that lady props right there.
Yeah, I actually got my my cover page ready for this thing that we got going on, and that's what I would say, Darren, too. We all been talking about doing a like maybe a heart-filled letter to add to our cover letters, and just like pretty much just telling the facts like it is. Like we were a wonderful family, and now this is what we've become. I mean, our life is destroyed. So
I did see that Connie Regal's making some fucking headway.
And that is correct in the comments. Article 3 of the Constitution did create one Supreme Court with a system of inferior courts for the judicial branch. But it took an act of Congress, later passed it, called the Administrative Procedure Act, the APA, of 1946, reassigning those judges to administrative judges because they were never called judges before. The states actually took that name on themselves. There's a whole history of that. So now they have reclassified them under the Act of 1946, calling them administrative judges that are still under the power exclusively of the President of the United States.
Yep. Well, that's it. That looks good. I like it. Well, guys, what do you think? Are we going to get back to St. Patty's Day or what?
Probably.
Who wants to start? Who wants to start? Brenda?
I've just had enough of the amount of stupid that's going on today, to be honest with you guys. I mean, the amount of stuff I've just seen today, I'm sorry, it's just going to kind of make you laugh, because some of the stuff is just so, you look at it and you go, are you fucking kidding me? It's been one of those days, and it's been a long day. Guys, just keep up the hope, keep up the faith. If you're having suicidal thoughts, get some help, be with somebody, reach out. Darren's got the on the bottom of the screen down there. If you need to reach out to us there at the bottom, hit the like and follow, shares. Each of the individual shows that you see present here tonight, each have their own shows on separate nights and times. Go to the network, check those shows out, support those shows as well. Guys, just keep in know your constitutional rights. Knowledge is power, and that's what they fear.
Yeah, that's another good thing I wanted to say. So, since he's done, I like to say, and it is good to surround yourself with people that know more about you. That way, every day you're learning something, and just not, just sitting in a bubble. I just like, or even if you're not going to communicate with anybody, at least you can, get in and just look up some stuff. I mean, I try to learn something every day, and because I need it fresh in my memory. I swear, because I have like short-term memory problems. I can't, but it's just like if I go over them again and again, they're going to be ingrained. And that's why I say just try to keep positive, because I mean, this is what we need. And I'm encouraging anybody to email me that wants to be a part of getting these judges arrested. And it's really, they're not asking for too much, just a little bit of information about your case, and where it's at, who the judges were, how many court hearings you have. And I mean, we're laying it all out there for you. And I don't think there's any reason not to do this, because I'm telling you, I've been doing it almost 9 years now, and I've had a lot of disappointments that came my way, but I have a good feeling about this. Like I say, we got a new administration, we have all this going on, and I think us as together, like I said, it's gonna take a village, because we can't just go in there alone, because nobody's gonna be listening. We got to go in there all together and just get our stories out there, and just get this information, because I'm telling you guys, these judges broke the law. Okay, you guys didn't do anything wrong. Maybe you did, but it wasn't that bad. The judges are breaking the law, and this is the problem. All right, thank you. And my show is going to be, I'm going to do Wednesdays and Thursdays for a while, because at 3 Eastern. Fridays are going to be unsure, because I'm going to be on the road and stuff. But possibly I can do Friday. We'll see.
So we got Thursdays and Fridays at 3 o'clock for who? Chicken Back Brenda.
All right.
All right. Love it. Vincent.
Keep fighting, guys. We'll get through this. One way or another, come hell of hot water. High water or whatever. We will get through this. This shall pass.
This too shall pass.
Here.
Yes, sir. Amen to that. I'm going to say this is, as much as hard it is on us, don't forget our kids are sitting there going to sleep every night wondering when we're going to come and rescue them. So don't give up. Don't stop fighting. When it's hard for you, think about how hard it is for them. I'm going to play this song tonight. I'm going to change it up just for tonight, because it's St. Patrick's Day. It doesn't really make sense, but it makes sense when you listen to it. So, everybody, I'm the CPS Punisher. Have a good night. We'll see y'all tomorrow night.
Thanks, everybody.
miles are far behind me, where trouble melts like a lemon drops high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow, where